All right, joining us now is Patrycja Matusz. She is a professor of political science and migration over at the University of Warsaw. Patrycja, good to have you on the show. I do have to say that in the space of a fortnight, Poland has gone from rejecting migrants from the Middle East to opening its arms to those from Ukraine. I'm wondering what your thoughts are on why all of a sudden we're seeing this. I mean, is it sort of the nature of the events, the fact that it's happening on the doorstep of Europe, or the fact that these people share a somewhat similar background?
Yes, hello. Nice to be with you. Of course, it's more than these factors. First of all, the fact that the war is just on the doorsteps of the European Union and on the border with Poland is very important. But of course, we have to remember that before the war, diaspora, the Ukrainian diaspora in Poland was well established. In the last years, more than 1 million Ukrainians arrived to Poland in order to work. So we have to think about the migration networks as an important factor. But of course, the relations with Ukraine and the cultural proximity as an important factor for this. You are,
Fair enough.
I stop here.
Okay. As we speak, more than 3 million Ukrainians have left the country. Most of these people that are fleeing the conflict have ended up in Poland. In every case like this, it is women and children that are affected the most. I mean, going through a traumatic experience like this, talk to us about some of the struggles, especially what children go through and how or if they can cope.
It's a very difficult situation knowing that no country is ready to accommodate this high number of refugees coming in a very short period of time. But in this case, we have women and children coming into the country. We speak about more than 500,000 of children already arrived in Poland. There is a huge challenge for authorities and for Polish government. Because those children, for example, must be accommodated into the Polish educational system.
Okay, Patrycja, I want to ask you one last question. You say that no country is ready to cope. I'm wondering what your thoughts is going to be in terms of the long-term effects, not only for Poland, but also the European Union. I mean, this has got to be costly. I was reading some reports by NGOs saying that this is going to cost the bloc over $50 billion. So talk to us about the financial aspects, but also sort of or getting on board all 27 countries in terms of adopting a unified migration policy.
Absolutely. The experiences from the migration crisis 2015 already has showed that we need the solidarity among the European member states in order to cope with this kind of events and this kind of big wave of migrants coming into the European Union. It must be the policy, common migration policy adopted by the member states to cope with such events.
Patrycja Matusz, thank you very much for joining us here on the NewsHour. I do appreciate the analysis. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you very much.